Hello all, Seriously is here, back with some more No Man's Sky Shipyards, and you can see we are back here with the Star Cutter because I realized that I finished getting the stats done and I never showed you guys the stats. So we're going to do some testing and optimization today because I've done a bit of testing and I don't think we need these things here. These landing pads are not helpful really. We're going to see. We are going to see. I have already switched off of free mode just so we can see what some things cost vis-a-vis launch fuel. Where's that? Difficulty down here. Standard. Now fuel usage was separate and I've never changed that for the save anyway, but just so everything's all clear and I have actual fuels. Do I? Yes, uranium. Perfect. Okay. Let's get in the ship and go down to a planet. Got my flashlight on. There we go. Then we'll come back here and probably take those things out because I've realized something anyway. We don't need to maximize our landing gear, our launch thrusters. There's no need. We don't even need to really land in a corvette. So why am I trying to get over 100%? Launch thruster reduction, and let's check that out before we actually do any landing or anything like that. Alright, we got a nice chromatic filter here, so the red sky's pink and my engines have gone like bizarre colored, but that's okay. It's better than a red sky. So let's look at the ship. Let's expand our text so we can see the whole thing at once. It's jam-packed, we don't have room, and I realized I am missing a shield. We need one more decent X-class shield. It doesn't have to be max, which might be 40%, but the highest I've seen is 38 in a decent amount of rerolling. But let's look over here. We have 25, 24. Let's just say that's 25. No, let's do the math. It's 75 minus 1. We're at 74 from our X-class modules. We're at 94 from that, and then each of these give 11, so 94 plus 33 is 122 or something like that, right? It's over. It's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous amount. So if we take these two away, we're only losing 22% on that. And we're still at about 100. But let's see what 120 something percent launch thruster reduction does for us. Let's actually check our launch thrusters in here. Recharge equipment, pulse engine, hyperdrive, launch thruster, everything is full, so let's land. Let's not even get out of our seat and let's launch. We went down to 94%. That's very respectable and not what I was seeing before. I went down to, this was a patch or two ago. There have been patches during the week when I first noticed this, so I'm glad we've tested this out. I went down to 80-something, 84% in a single launch with this exact setup here. So, probably removing these is going to affect that. There's one more thing we can try. We're going to land somewhere where it's clear to land, I guess. Over here, maybe. We're going to recharge those launch thrusters. We're going to hop out of the seat. And we're going to call our ship into us and see how much launch fuel that costs with these reductions. Now it doesn't tell us on screen what we're at, so we have to hop in our ship real quick and take off, noting that we're going to lose 6%. We just noticed that's our cost for launching, 6%. The reason why we have to do this fast is because we have rechargers. All right, we are at 89% from full, so 6% puts us at 95. So it only costs us 5% to call it in. Very respectable. That's very good. Okay, let's go back to the station. Even though it seems to be repaired from what I noticed last week, which is fantastic. Oh, thank you, freighters. I still want to remove those from the ship. 2 reasons. They're still broken visually. See, we're okay, whatever. Fleet message. No, get out of here. Did I fly past another freighter? Jeez. Oh, there's mine. Merged into the station for easy access. No, like, we're flying and they're still sticking out. They haven't fixed that, so that's one reason I want to get rid of them. The other reason is I don't think we need them. I think we can get rid of it and save a couple of slots. Let me put in that one shield and have an open slot for anything else we might want to take in or out. Okay. Oh, let's forget about that stairs right outside the door. So let's head back to Corvette Workshop, modify, and we're just gonna go boop, and boop. These things touch the ground anyway, so we have some stability in the back, and we got the one launch thruster there. Now, I have removed things from this Corvette that do affect the tech modules, so this might change our tech layout and, whoa, ooh, come on game, mess everything up. So let's check. Easiest way, expand your tech. Looks like nothing else moved, but the shield definitely did. This was not over here. This gun was not here. Yeah, everything has been switched around. Here is our launch thruster. We're going to move it back. We don't want the shield there. We want this gun over here. Is that where it was? Yes, it is. Okay. And the shield was here. Sure. Good enough. For now. We're going to have to do a little bit of rearranging here. What I think I might do is move that over here into a free slot with these other ones. Or rather, in fact, this is a landing gear one, even though there's no adjacency. Boom. Put that in there, and then we can slide this over here, put that there, and we've got a slot for our last X-Class shield module. These give adjacency to each other, and for some reason, even though this is a reactor, and this is a reactor, and this is a reactor, you can put all three sets, 3 of each in. You can get shield, shield, shield from 3 of these. You can get hyperdrive, hyperdrive, hyperdrive from 3 of these. And you can get maneuverability times 3 from these. These do not have adjacency with any of your thrusters, but they still give maneuverability and adjacency to each other. So something to think about. You can only have 1 cockpit, but you can have 3 Medusa class reactors for some extra maneuverability. This, I don't know why, this, when we fly in and out, you'll see this resets down to the 3700, which is still ridiculous, but this is not true. I don't know what's happening. There's a glitch. It happens when your modules get reset. So let's see what we can finagle. Let's do save. I'm very happy with that new layout. I want to lock it in place. There we go. And we're going to do one quick test with our new launch thruster set up with 22% less launch thruster bonus, which still puts us at 100%. And now I was able to get, and it's really disappointing that it was costing us 6% and 5% to summon the ship, because those are the numbers I get on regular ships that only get up to 95%. So we were over 100 and it did not give us free launch costs, so that's one more reason. Perfectly happy to remove a couple of extra modules from the ship for space. Okay, let's double check. It is full. We didn't have to get out of the seat. That was silly. Okay. Launch. And we went to 92%. So yeah, that's much more expensive. It's not... Yeah, it's twice as expensive. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. We still have that maneuverability. I think what I would like to do is, let's reload the restore point. We just got out of our seat. I want to see if we can get that back down to its regular normal stats before we do any building today. Or maybe we won't do more building. Maybe we'll do more testing. Oh, I can't believe the optimization went this fast already. Okay, we're in the air. No, we're on the ground. Okay, yeah, that's right. We got out of our seat. Okay, okay. No, 4871. That's very weird. I think we should try warping somewhere. We might have to do a fight, but that's fun. See if we can get this back down to where it was when I set it up. I don't know why it goes so high and then goes back down. Sure. Anywhere, random, 1-star conflict. Probably not going to get a fight here, but that's okay. We just want to warp somewhere, test out, see if we can get the glitches ironed out here. Like that one right there. Alright, no combat. Ooh, nice teal background. 2 planets. Looks like a volcano over there. Yeah, a lava planet with ancient bones. Paradise planet with green sky and orange haze. Okay, space station. We don't need the space station actually. Let's just check our ship. Oh, I just saw it and then it went away. I don't know what causes this bug either. So we're going to do a quick restore point reload after we land. Testing. What are you going to do? Okay. Hop out of our seat. Restore point saved. Yeah, everything. Ooh, that changed too just now. All right, let's do a reload. Actually, let's just quit to mode select. It's more of a full quit out. It's like quitting a desktop. And we'll load all the way back in again. Which should load the restore point since it was the most recent one made. I'll take it. I'm very happy with almost 5,000 maneuverability. I mean, we were just flying in space, but let's go take it for one more test flight because it is so fun. Can we fit through here? Easy. Whee! Full thrusting, turning around this fast, pretty impressive. Side to side with full thrust. We don't even have our thrusters maxed. There we go, there's thrusters maxed. And if you want to see the difference, let's go back to all around. Go into your cockpit. Power systems balanced, left side there. Let's do a full thrust, and then just over to where it said power systems balanced. Right now it says undiscovered. We are going 3,000 units per second, and if we switch to weapon systems, we drop 300. And if we switch to boost, we go to almost 4,000 for a second, 3,700, 3,800 almost. Very significant difference to boost power. So let's go back out of first person and test boost power with full thrusters. Up and down, very fast, side to side, a little bit less so, but fast enough. What about a barrel roll? Pretty fast, and if we let go of thrust, we are going extremely fast in every direction. Side to side is still the slowest. Pretty happy with this guy. I think we can change things back to free mode and do some more building. I keep wanting to do some building, and I keep forgetting. You know what? I forgot to turn it on to free mode to delete these. Whoops. Whoopsie. Now I have two of them. I'm just going to delete those. All right. Back to the station. This isn't even our building station. Let's check out the lighting in here. Whoa. We got the drift module installed. It's fine. Yeah, not too bad for building. It's nicely lit. Our actual building station has dark corners here for the wings. The wings are in shadow on this guy. They're a little bit in shadow here too on the fronts. So yeah, maybe all stations are just a bit dark. Okay. Got a bit of, what do you call it, screen tear, jitter going on. And it's not just ships coming in and shaking my screen. Alright, well, we'll have to deal with it. Let's go into this menu, that menu, turn things back to free. Apply those changes. There we go. And now we could modify the star cutter for free. I think we're done with this ship though. Yeah, things are very jittery. Okay. So let's, I gotta reload the game to fix that. Go all the way out of the game. I don't want to do that. So what we're going to do, we're going to summon in that Borg Cube and do a little bit more free placement building of some other stuff and things. Or, because we didn't show the building of the structure, I'll show you guys how fast that is so you can see what you missed when I built this thing. Let's create a new corvette, start from scratch, and it's a bit jittery. Sorry for that. Yeah, it's super jittery. I definitely have to reload the game. Okay, so I started with 3 landing gear. We don't need 3 landing gear. We just discovered that. So I'm going to do 1. I'm going to do, I think I was using Thunderbird. I liked the insides of the most for a Borg. And I'm pretty sure I went like this or this. Yeah. Doesn't matter what we use for the small ones underneath because we probably won't be going underneath. And I just realized, no, I did it like this. There we go. And then the way to get those underneath, you have to build out from the sides first. There we go. Oh, it lets you build straight through there, but you do want to keep that one there. And if you want, you can use full-size halves for these ones, but we're only building the back wall right here, so we don't need to. And it was 4 wide, right? And we're off kilter, so I'm going to remove this one. Go there, and there, and there, and there. That's 3 tall, 4 tall, 5, 6, and 7. There we go. That's it. This is basically everything you missed. And then I filled in the back with small ones. And did a couple of things. Let's go inside here before we seal this off. We still have the front to get into, but that's okay. So for the front, I had a couple of engines hidden in, and the way I did that was something like this. We went out past the front. See, here's the front of the ship. And then I built one of these big engines attached to the back of that and deleted that. Boom. Right? And then we can put those on the floor. No, I need a small room. Something like that. And more small rooms. Or big rooms, doesn't matter. I actually want a big room up. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's use small rooms. Underneath, above, we're going to put the cockpit right here. So behind the cockpit is a room. Something like that. There we go. That's where we came in. And I had changed all the color to this and that. The blackest looking one for your colors. Now if we do it, we can apply to the whole Corvette, but look at that, it didn't apply the metallic, so we have to go down here and apply the whole Corvette as well. The color, I mean. We did this one, we didn't do that one. However, I've noticed this doesn't tend to stick. So when we take off, if we go to finalize current design, I'm not going to. I don't want this Corvette at all. There we go. Yeah, so that's just an example of how to have built that. Now what I want to try real quick, ooh, oh, it's a shuttle of all things. Look at the wings on that. I don't think I've ever seen that shuttle. I'm like, that's a weird looking fighter. It's a very, very, very weird looking fighter. I sort of want to try to build a 3x3 by 5 cube, and I want to see how that goes. So let's put one of these on here. Let's put our landing bay on. Small room, whoops. Down there. We're already at 3 for the front, so there's not going to be a lot of room inside this one. So that is too tall. We can switch to these for the back. We're going to need a small one there for that. Ah, no, you can put a big one. Do it like brickwork. I don't know why. We just will. I think that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's flesh it out so I can get a better glimpse. So we're nowhere near the part count now. We don't have our engines or cockpit or anything on here. But that's also fairly cube shaped. It's a little stout. Yeah, if we could go, you know what? We can do that. Let's try. The top does not need to be accessible, right? So let's delete that. Let's go into here, use one of these. Up top, we're going to move you a half block up. We're going to delete that. We're going to get the rock hopper. There we go. There we go. Move you back. Delete. Let's copy. Where's the big rooms? You. Stick you up here. And there. And I mean, we could do that, sure, why not? And we don't need to actually do the rest. Let's get a glimpse of this now. I like that. I do like that shape. It does cost us a lot more parts than the 3x3x5, but I think the 3x3x5.5, which is basically 6 levels worth of parts, is a much better cube shape than the 3x3x5. So if I were to rebuild the Borg Cube, which I might do on my other save in actual parts instead of free, yeah, I might go with this dimension. It's a much, much, much better savings on parts. We can still get our cockpit in here. Yeah, that's the actual height. We're using Titans, yeah. So behind, please. Right. And where can we put okay, so if we go here, we didn't need to switch. Does that stick up into the cockpit? It sure does. That isn't as bad as it could be, though, if we still have an accessible cockpit. So let's delete that and delete that and copy that. I want to stick that out front too, and I want to put another engine right there. And in fact, maybe even down here at the bottom, we had an open spot. All right, so let's copy that, put that in there, and there. Yeah, that's not too shabby. Do we have something attaching the cockpit? Yes, we do. In fact, let's just use one of these big ones. Oh, no, no, no. Keep modifying. And we'll do something similar we did on the other one. A half floor down is the perfect height to merge that with the ceiling. Now we can change the colors. There we go. That works too if you don't want to go with the metallic. Metallic looks pretty good though, either in black. Now the problem with this in black and dark gray and blue is that part of it becomes blue. So this might be your better color choice for that piece. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. Okay, whoops. Let's go back in, resume previous design. Still like that. Let's change the color or something. There we go. Finalize current design. Unable to find, oh, no reactor. Okay, we're missing stuff, I forgot. Okay, we need a weapon as well. So let's go and delete some stuff again. Get rid of that one. We aren't going to be able to put it there, but we have some walls here and here. In fact, let's just delete that and put in one of these square reactors. And a weapon system here. Phase beam for the Borg, right? We need to copy a small room. Put one in here. And no. Do we want one there? No, we wanted a big room there. There we go. Right? Yeah, we've got all our stats. Finalized design. There we go. Compare. Add to the collection. Some of the jitter is gone. That's cool. Oh, we didn't add a room back here. Okay, we forgot a room. Forgot a room. Where'd the thing? There it is. Oh, that's the teleporter. Alright, around to the back. Copy the small room. Stick it right there. Now we do have an engine in the way, so we might have a problem here. Let's delete that. We can actually do it from this menu. No, we need to apply those edits and go into first person. Get our stairs and stuff in. Go around to the side. Stairs up. Stairs up. Cockpit right there. And the engine is absolutely in the way of our sight, but and our seat, but I don't think that'll matter functionally. All right. Yeah. Now it's actually slightly tall, maybe for a cube. If anyone wants to do the measurements, I'm not going to. I think it's a pretty good fit for a cube shape. Lots of greebling to do, but this would save a lot of parts over the old version. Lots more greebling we could do with a smaller Borg Cube. Alright, well, we're going to call it there. We did some testing and some rebuilding. Next time when we come back, we're going to try to build a freighter. I just saw... Oh, there's a fleet right here. Yeah, maybe... No, not one of these. We're going to build an Oculus freighter. Let's just take a quick peek at the bottom of these guys, because mine has a belly, and I want to build one that doesn't have a belly, so that's what they look like. And I think we have a comparable piece we could use. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Well, we'll get that into that next time. Until next time, have a good time.